Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a video on the three characters that I want to see in Rick and Morty Season 4. In Rick and Morty Season 4. Yeah, I mean, from what I remember of Season 3, there wasn't any sort of recurring character recurring character as in a character who'd been, well, not recurring character, but a character that had been from Season 1 or 2 in Season 3, so maybe in Season 4 we'll get the chance to see a character or two who is from Season 1 or 2, so granted, the characters might have actually come into Season 3 and or from Season 1 and 2, but in the background maybe they weren't integral to the story or anything, but maybe they were just in the background maybe, potentially. Because it's an animated TV show, and they do that sometimes in animated TV shows. But in at number 3, I would really like to see this cosmic entity called Unity. For those of you who don't know, is this creature that has a hive mind, so it's got no real physical manifestation, it's just can control people and then communicate via hosting its person across multiple life forms and all people, and Rick ends up dating Unity, and they have a really interesting toxic relationship, so there's a lot of tension and a lot of friction there, which made for a very interesting story, to the point where, as I say, I would like Unity to come back. I mean, I presume Unity is female, but as I say, it has no real physical form, so I don't know if it's male or female. It's just that obviously Rick's male, so I presume that he would want to go out with something that is female, but then again, who knows at this point with Rick and Morty and that. Then in at number 2 for me would easily be Mr. Meeseeks, as they're a really funny character. They seem to be in a lot of merchandise for Rick and Morty. The Meeseeks pop up a lot, which is odd considering they're in a whole one episode, and that in Season 1. But they were just so wacky, so unbelievably flamboyant, and just in your face, sort of memery, and that meme-inducing, and just really funny, wacky characters that I think could be explored some more. I mean, a Doctor Who comparison would be that the Meeseeks are like the Rick and Morty equivalent of the Ood, you know, like they're literally only there to serve a purpose, and then they kind of like die and stuff, so that's a bit grim, but I mean, it's funny though, because again, they're so happy to just try and do this one thing for someone, and then they just poof out of existence, so which, again, you would think that there'd be story potential there. Maybe there's one Meeseeks that, even though he has completed his task, never poofs out of existence and then has to deal with the emotional and or psychological effect of still existing as a Meeseeks, but even though he's finished his task, that could be something interesting to explore, you know. And then lastly, a character by the name of Crumbobulous Michael, who is this assassin who is really cool, who was, I want to say he ended up dying though in the episode. I can't quite remember though if he ended up dying, but if he did, I mean, the way that I would work, the way they could work around that is by telling a story that is set before that happened, so maybe we meet him obviously before the events of that far episode, and that, even though it's later on in the show's timeline, i.e. Season 4, Season 2, you know, it would be set before Series 2, the Season 2 even, the episode that I'm on about, because obviously, as I say, I think in Season 2 he might have potentially died. I can't remember, but Crumbobulous Michael essentially is just this assassin type character who I think easily could be explored and fleshed out, and really unique, really cool, funny character. Then again, I've got some of the Rick and Morty comic books over that general vicinity of my bedroom that might already explore Crumbobulous Michael some more, so who knows. It's just that, as I say, I think he's a really cool, funny, interesting, and a character that I really liked the idea of, or I like the idea of exploring some more. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.